Hey, what's going on, guys? Happy New Year, and welcome to episode 11 of our Be a Pro Goalie series with Frank. And we're going to get right into it, and we're going to simulate past the All-Star break, because honestly, I don't think we're going to be in the All-Star game. We just haven't played enough, but it would be nice if we were, and I'm sure it'll let us know if we do play in it. But we're going to simulate all the way down to the 26th to the series against the Condors. So let's go ahead and do that. There hasn't been a lot of activity yet this week in League, just because we've had the time off for the holidays. It's going to start up again this Sunday, which is January 3rd, for both VG and LG, so I'm really pumped for that, and I'll have some more news to tell you guys in these episodes regarding that when we start playing again. The one thing I want to do in this episode, and it's kind of going to be a special episode, I want to compile all of my tips into one video, and when I say all of them, I just mean as much as I can. And we're going to call it Frank's Goalie Clinic, actually. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I just haven't really had the chance to organize it, but now I think I've got the basics down for you guys, and it should help you if you want to play along while you watch in your own Be a Pro Goalie. So I'm going to do my best to explain how I play. Obviously, the best way to do that, though, is just to keep watching and see what I do in certain situations, because a lot of times goaltending is situational. So not everything applies to every situation, which is kind of a weird concept, but that's just the way it is. So let's see who we're going to play here. Hopefully we're starting in this weekend series against... Ooh, what's this? I've kept a keen eye on your performance lately. Whoa, going to give you a few extra starts moving forwards. That's awesome. That's a good thing for us. Even a little mention to between the pipes in there I saw at the bottom. How cute. So let's see. Hopefully we're playing this game. I mean, they're 20 and 23. Yeah, we are going to play that game. That's awesome. So let's get right into it. And play. And Bakersfield. The Condors against the Stockton Heat. We're a 74 overall right now. We're getting up there. I'm not sure if it would be better if we were doing our own training, but honestly, I just can't be bothered, and especially when we're simulating, like I've said in past, it's better to get the attributes spread out all over the place rather than just in what's important for humans, since we need our CPU goalie to bail us out. So the first thing I want to talk about, and it's something I haven't never actually dedicated a video to this year, is when I go into the butterfly. And that's a tough question because it really depends on the situation. As you saw right there, the one time I always go into the butterfly is when the puck is in that back trapezoid behind the net. You know, there's a chance for a wraparound, but there's really no chance for a cross crease or anything like that. So, hold on a sec. And this guy's dangling in the slot. Ooh, big toe save. Just reacted in time to that. Get it out. There we go. Now, I'm in the butterfly when the puck's in that back trapezoid. But when the puck goes into the corner over here, I stand up because there's a chance for a pass out front, and you need to be able to move left and right quick enough. And here they come back down the ice. Up to Hunt. And Williams is going to carry it across the blue line, get ripped into the boards, and turn it over. That's what we like to see. Come on, boys. Put one in the back of the net for us. Make it easy on me. I really want to focus on these tips so I can, you know, I don't have to play as hard. Oh, big glove, Frank. Dish it. There we go. Once again, it's different when you play online compared to offline. I rarely drop into my butterfly in online mode unless the puck here is right in tight on me and he has nowhere to go. But however, since this is offline, I suggest if the computer has a clear shot and no one to pass to, you get down that butterfly because they will snipe you low. They're very good at it. Oh, good defense there. We almost overslid there. He had a chance to go back to the opposite side. And that's one of the reasons right there why I dropped down to my butterfly and I shouldn't have. The other time I use my butterfly is when I'm trying to block as much of the net as possible when the puck's in tight. That's about the only time. And there's little to no chance for a pass to sneak through the other side of the net, or else you're not going to be able to get to it. And finally, the last time I use that butterfly is on point shots, especially when I'm screened. If there's a chance at a deflection, I'm 100% down in my butterfly, trying to get my chest squared up to the original shot so that if it does get deflected, I can get a glove or blocker on it. And that works very well. I mean, it's not perfect. You're not going to be able to save every deflection. That'd be unrealistic. But if you get your chest squared up to the puck and it gets deflected, chances are you're going to be able to get a piece of it at least. Now, that being said, don't just drop into your butterfly right away when the puck's at the point, because you still need to be able to move left or right for a pass or a point-to-point shot. So when you see them wind up, you should have enough time just to drop down. And I find I usually do, even in online mode. Okay, buddy. Don't turn it over right behind the net, especially when we got a power play. Only 3 seconds left on that power play. Come on, we didn't get much done there. We got a couple shots, though. Now, there's a specific reason I use it sparingly. Part of that has to do, oh my goodness, with my control scheme that I use. The precision as default movement, because the butterfly movement is very slow and committed, and you actually get stuck. It's very hard to just go back and forth in that butterfly, which doesn't make any sense to me. It's precision movement. You should be able to control it, but like when I'm out of it, you can kind of twitch back and forth, which is nice, but for whatever reason, precision movement's backwards. Nice blocker, Frank. But, so, that being said, if you're stuck down in the butterfly with precision on, you can kick out of it using the right stick very easily. And that's going to lead me into my next topic, which is when I use the right stick. And as you guys know, that's very sparingly do I ever use that right stick. I hate the way it works this year. It's such a slow animation. It's worse online than offline. But the concept's still the same. You kind of get frozen and you can't move and push off right away. And here they come, a 3-on-2 there. Guy right on my back door with a tip. Wow, see I had my chest squared to the shot and I was able to get in front of that tip. Woo! He was trying to do a tip. He shot it right at that guy. That would have been nice, I guess, but not very nice for us as a goalie. Here we go. We got 9 seconds left here in this first period. Keep it down in their end for us. One last shot there. We're probably not going to get another chance off the draw. That was a good first period for both our team and us. Frank played real well there. Let's see how many shots we faced.
The first frame is done. Don't know about you, but I've got a lot of ink left here. Few entries.
And well, we only faced 4 shots. I thought we faced way more than that. They had the puck in our end for almost 2.5 minutes. That's pretty good. Pretty even game here so far. All right, let's start the second period. Let's get into the discussion about when I use that right stick. And as I said, I use it to kick out of my butterfly animation when I'm already down in it, or when I need to get across to the other side of my crease. So if I'm way over here and like I have nothing else to do other than use that right stick to get over. Once again, it's still pretty slow though. And the time that's used is pretty much 99% on rebounds. So I'm down on my butterfly, or I've made a save and I'm down on my butterfly, I kick it out to the left, I use that right stick to get over. I'll show you after the puck gets out of my end. It wouldn't be smart to be moving out of the way of the shots there, Frank. Come on, focus on the game. Okay, there, we're turning it. Oh, God. He was going short side. I seen it in his eyes. He was staring at me. He was looking at that top corner. He's like, I got you, I got you. I was like, nah, bud, I'm hugging the post. Oh, what a shot. I've never seen the computer shoot from there. Kind of caught me off guard. That's a good shot. Keeping me honest. Yeah, big glove, Frankie. Dish it, though. Get rid of that. No more face-offs in our end. Oh, my God. He just skates chest to chest. Chest bumps the forechecker. That's not going to do it well. That's not going to work for a breakout. It did, I mean, but that's dumb. All right, so. Oh, what happened there? Oh, my God, I wasn't even looking. He greased it in. That's what happened. Okay. He forces the pass. Shot, backhand. Oh my God, there's no way that's a goal. That's goalie interference. Oh, I can't believe they're going to let that happen. I mean, I know they put it in their own net, but Christ.
We're still in period number 2.
All right, so on those rebounds, that's when I use the right stick to move the other side of the net. However, sometimes you don't actually have time to do that. If the guy's in close who's receiving the rebound, your best chance, like if he's inside the hash marks here, your best chance is to just use a desperation save and dive or do the spread eagle. And boy, Frank didn't quite get square there, but we had a clear shot lane there. Wow, what a pass, Bolig. Well, he's only got forehand. Oh, that's all right. I mean, the desperation saves are really effective this year. Don't overdo it. But if a guy's in tight and net's open, I highly suggest you dive or do the spread eagle save. They're a lot of fun to do. It feels so good when you make a desperation save in this game. It feels amazing. I'm so glad we have control over it. Ooh. That a boy, Frank. The glove's actually pretty overpowered in this game, too. I feel like the attributes for glove are like 99 and the blocker's like 88 because, like, your goalie will stretch his glove. Wow, what a save. Your goalie will stretch his glove out to make a save, but you can't get your blocker to the other side of the net like you can with your glove sometimes. It's crazy. Nice hit. Making them pay to enter our end. I like it. Here we go. To the point. Point. Again. Point to point. See, that's why you don't drop into your butterfly as soon as it hits the point, because they're going to pass it back and forth like that, and you need to track it back and forth. All right, so our next topic. It's just some basic positioning stuff, which is going to make your life a lot easier, especially against the CPUs. Ooh, broken stick. I don't like that. The shot doesn't go where you expect it to when they break their sticks. It's always good to reiterate this point. You do not have to play very far out of your net this year. The only time I would suggest challenging a shot, it was when the CPU is in the slot and has no other option other for them to take that shot. I'm not saying you need to play on your goal line all the time because the CPU will snipe you if you're too deep in your net, but you can usually get away with just being in the middle of your crease. I'm going to show you an example of that very quickly after this draw. So I usually play around here so I can go left and right. If the guy's in the slot and he's got no passing options, it's good to come out, but you don't want to come too far out because a rebound kicks out, you're out of luck. You're not going to be able to move fast enough. If they pass it, you're not going to be able to move fast enough.
There's not many saves easier than this for the goaltender. He gets his blocker on it, he's in good position, and he deflects this away.
So I just suggest staying there in the middle of your crease. This is also going to help you a lot on cross creases, and I saw someone say in the comments that I think I talked about this last episode that they find the precision movement too slow, but it's definitely because they're too far out of their net. Okay, to save a cross crease, you probably want to be at this depth right here and move left or right depending on where the pass goes. And I stay standing up. Okay, I always stay standing up on a cross crease because most of the time your goalie is going to do that automatic split save animation. You'll save the low shot too. Now, once again, if they're right in tight on you, like the open man, you're probably going to want to do a desperation save like I wanted to do there. Fudgicles, man. Let's see that. I reacted in time with the left stick, sorry, which is the problem. That actually hurt me reacting in time, so let's see. Let's hide that. I saw that guy. He was wide open. He's got an open tip. All he has to do is shovel in the net. I should have saved that 100%. You can see my positioning here. I'm over the post. You don't want to be that far over. I could have been inside my post. See how my skate's outside that red line on the crease? You want it to be inside, especially in that scenario where the puck is up here. I had no need to be that far in my crease. But I also could have done a dive or the spread eagle save, and I would have saved that 100%.
It looks better for them now than it did, and we still have a little time left in the second period. That pass is cut.
That's all right, 1-1. We still got lots of game left.
Stockton's got it and moving up the wing.
You know, the reason you play further back on those cross creases is because the closer you are to your net, the less distance you have to travel. Sorry, I was just kind of showing you guys that example of the lateral movement. I wasn't actually focusing on what we were doing in their end. We got 7 seconds left. He tried to shoot it from behind the net. That's not very smart. Good defense there. Get it out, Granlund. There we go. Decent second period, but we let him one shot that we should have had. That's okay. We're going to get him in the third. All right, let's start this third period. Hopefully we can grind out a win here in late February. The last thing I want to talk about is to do with actually playing the position. I have one more thing after this, is hugging the post. And you know, you've heard me say it, you've watched me play. I rarely hug the post against the CPU. Online play is way different than offline play, but since this is an offline series, you can get away with not hugging the post against the CPU because you're rarely going to see them do a wraparound. The one thing you will see them do is come out from behind the net and take a shot short side if you're not on the post. The good news is, when they do the shot, you can actually see them turn their hips to get that shot off, and that's something I really like about this game. You can kind of get a good read on the shooter, especially on this camera angle. Wow. What kind of turnover was that? In a 1-1 game, you're going to turn the puck over like that. Oh, my God. We're not getting anything started here. Come on, Setaguchi. Get us started. Let's get a good shot on that. Oh, my God. We can't even receive a pass. There we go. That's a good pass. We're going to get a shot off. A good scoring chance here? Nope. Oh, my God. You had room to skate out front. Go out. Oh, my goodness. Whatever. We can't do anything about that. We got to focus on our job. There's another time that I do hug the post, and it's on rebounds when you don't really have that far to go. So let's say you are on the right side of your crease, and you kick out a rebound to the right side. Sometimes the best thing to do is to hug that post, and then they have no chance of shoveling in off your body. The only thing is, though, if they have enough space to go far side, they will. So it's really when the guy's stick is on the same side as the boards, and then he gets that rebound, you're probably going to want to hug that post. If he's in tight, if he's anywhere near the hash marks or the circles, he does have a chance at an angle to go far side, so don't do it. Now, my last suggestion here has actually nothing to do with playing the position, but just be a pro goalie in general. And it has to do with the shot total. So give me a sec. Oh my God, you don't have a stick. What are you doing? All right. That guy was trying to play the puck. He has no stick in his hands. I wonder if that's a glitch or if he's just trying to kick it out of the zone. I don't know. So if you're a hardcore offline goalie player, you probably notice you don't always face a lot of shots, like a realistic amount of shots. Oh my God. We just got the tip on that. I don't know why the animation took us the wrong way. That was crazy. I was hitting left on everything, and my goalie went right. That's an annoying glitch. That's got to be fixed. I guess I'm the guy to be pointing that out, but I can tell you they know about it. Me being an EA Sports game changer. Oh, that needs to be fixed. I'm complaining to myself there. So, hold on. I got sidetracked there. It was on the shot totals. Yeah, so you're going to want to up the period length if you have time. And, you know, if you want a little more of a challenge, I suggest putting period length up to 7 or 8 minutes. And play the full game. You're going to see around 25 to 45 shots on average. That's a big range, but I know. But it does range depending on the team you're playing. Is he going to shoot that? Yeah. Well, he tried to pass it, but get inside that post. Oh, my God. We're playing sketchy. I mean, 1-1 game. It's kind of been an ugly game for both teams, to be honest. I would love to do 7-minute periods and record it and whatever, but that's going to yield like a 40-minute video like every time, and I really don't want to do that because I think there should be times and constraints on these episodes. Like, no one I mean, you guys are going to have to take like 2 separate days to watch that episode, so it'd be a fun experiment one day, but I like the full gameplay. Oh my god. We can't break the puck out of our end. That's embarrassing. I like to do the full game so you guys can see everything. I don't want to have to edit these videos and do highlights because I already do that for online play. This is fun. You get to see me when I, mess up. You get to see me when, the shot's wide and my positioning. Speaking of that, 1 minute left. Oh, there we go. I was hugging the post on that play, by the way. It didn't show the animation, but I think it helped me get over. There we go, Frank. Dish it back behind the net. I think we're going to OT. Assuming I didn't jinx it and we pooped the bed and let up a goal with under 30 seconds left. Good shot. So that's it for my tips. I hope you guys are going to enjoy that for those of you who play or want to play and don't know where to start. I do play with last year's controls, and I do play with precision movement as the default. So the play style is different if you don't use those controls. Oh my god, I'm kind of stuck. All right. Get off that post. There we go. 15 seconds left. Let's see. Oh, good shot. Oh! Just poke that in. We're not going to OT, but overtime might be a little exciting. I don't know. We got 12 seconds. Make a play. Get a good chance here. That's not going to do it. They're going to have one chance now. 5 seconds. No! I hugged the post. Oh my god. As I say, okay, hold on. I better explain myself here. I think I wasn't looking at the score clock, so I wasn't sure how much time was left. I think I said 5 seconds right here. There's probably a little more time than that because I figured he did not have a chance to make that pass. I saw this guy. He's very far away and my defender's right there. So I hugged the post because I think his only chance is a backhand shot with what I would assume 3 seconds left there, or 2 seconds. And he passes it from behind the net. Oh my god. My defender pokes at it. And let's see what happens. That literally went over his stick by just a hair. Wow. What a saucer. And then obviously the easy shovel in. I'm using my right stick, and it goes in. That's disappointing. I thought we were going to overtime. That would have been really fun. I'm sorry, guys. Now they're... Oh, pull me now, eh? Frig. Can't even get a shot off. Well, whatever. That's okay. We actually played pretty well, I thought, there. It was an ugly game, though. But that's not the point. The point was to squeeze those tips in. You can't win them all. Let's check out our stats. Okay, 13 for 15, 866, not great. We are always striving for a 900 save percentage at least. 2 goals against. Once again, our team is not producing on offense, and that's just the way it is. That's the way the cookie crumbles, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope it helped you out. I'll see you next time.